Hi everyone, this is Crafty Decoria and I hope you're all doing great. So today's Dollar Tree craft with me is another DIY that I'm going to be making for my living room. This is a sign that I've wanted to make for some time and I've just never got around to it until today. So I thought since I was making it, I'd go ahead and film it, and if this is something that you like for your home, then you could make it for yourself. All of the items that I'm using are found at the Dollar Tree. So if you like Dollar Tree DIYs, then I hope that this will be another one that you will add to your list. Without further ado, let's jump into this tutorial. I hope you enjoy. So to begin this DIY, I have 8 of the love signs. These happen to be my favorite signs of all time at the Dollar Tree because they have the indentation where the line is in the actual sign, so it's not just drawn in, and I think it gives it a really nice effect anytime DIYs are done with these signs. So in total, I will be using 8 of these signs. To begin, I'm going to go ahead and remove the metal heart as well as the ribbon at the very top. The heart I'm going to put aside and use in a DIY in the future, and the ribbon, I don't typically keep these, so I'll probably just get rid of it. And once I've taken the hearts off, I'm going to go ahead and lightly sand the area down, and then we'll move on to the next. So I've taken the hearts off, I've sanded the boards down, and now I have laid them upside down with the right side facing down, and I have 2 rows with 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom. So it's pretty long there, stretched out on my table. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the gigantic craft sticks and I'm going to lay them where the boards or the wall decor joins, so that the craft sticks will hold them in place. Okay, so before I glue everything together, I thought I would just show you how I am going to glue this together. If this is something you decide to make, you can definitely glue it however you want. I just thought I would share. So here you see are the first 2 signs, top and bottom. So where they meet the next 2, that is where I will place a craft stick. And I've done the same here and here. So once that's glued together, then I'll go ahead and take another 2 craft sticks. Now I'll cut off the ends of these so that they fit, but I'll place one there and one there so that it glues the whole center of where the 2 top and bottom wall decor pieces meet. And then again, I'll do the same here, here, and then there. So you get 10 craft sticks in a package. I have opened 1. I most definitely will need 2, and then with the extra I will be using them in the front to embellish the sign as well. The whole sign over right side up, and I'm going to be adding some more craft sticks to the front. Now I'm going to be using quite a few craft sticks, so I'll probably need about 4 packages, maybe 5. But you could add as many or as little as you want for yours if this is something that you decide to make. Now at the very beginning of the sign and at the very end, I want it to look like there's 2 bands running down. Now the sign I will be painting white, but these 2 bands at the beginning and the end of the sign will be painted in the black. Now I will be cutting off the tops and the bottoms so that they run flush with the top and the bottom of the sign. Then wherever there is a joint where the signs meet, I will again add the craft sticks, making it look as though it's one straight band cutting off the top and the bottom. So here, 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 and then at the end I will do another 2 rows cutting off the top and the bottom, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead, cut my gigantic craft sticks, glue them in place, and then I will be ready to start painting. It is about a week and a few days after I first started this project. My daughter ended up getting sick just before March break, and I ended up keeping her home. She had a little bit of a cough and cold, and I think a little touch of the flu, which I ended up getting after. But now we are mending, we're on the mend, and hopefully just getting better every day. So I'm ready to finish up this sign and hopefully work on many more DIYs. So now with this, I ended up gluing all of the gigantic craft sticks. So 2 on the edge, 1 in the center here, another one, and then 2 more on the edge. Now you can tell I ended up taking 2 of the love signs away. I didn't account for the curtains on each side of the window, so I ended up just shortening it because I didn't want any of the letters to be covered up by the curtains. So now here I have 6 of the love signs instead of 8. So with the other 2 that I already have glued together, I will just go ahead and use that for another DIY. So now I'm ready to paint my sign, and I will first be painting the whole thing with the white acrylic paint from the Dollar Tree. And then once I'm happy with probably a couple coats on the whole thing, I'll go ahead with a fine brush and then paint the gigantic craft sticks with the black acrylic paint. Okay, so my paint has now dried. I did do 3 coats of the white acrylic paint. Now I'm ready to add some black paint to the gigantic craft sticks. Now the 2 craft sticks that are in the center, I will be leaving them white. And then the 2 that are on each end, I will be painting them in the black acrylic paint. So on this end and this end. For my sign, I want to stencil out or spell out "Welcome to our farmhouse." So for this, I'm going to be using different Dollar Tree items. So for welcome, I'm going to be using the metal word that comes in the spring decor pack that has the 3 metal words. I'll also be using these poster stickers to spell out "2R." And then for Farmhouse, I'm going to be using the letter stencils, and these are the 4-inch Dollar Tree letter stencils to stencil that onto the sign. For the O in Farmhouse, I'm going to be using this wind chime. Okay, so I was going to stop at this point, but after I had finished gluing on the windmill, I love the black and the white on this, what looks like the faux wood, but because the lettering on this sign is a little bit smaller and I have all this empty space here on top, I just wanted to add a little something in the center to kind of fill in that space. So what I decided to do, and I wish I would have thought about it before I glued the windmill on, but I'm just gonna do my best to work around it, is I'm gonna take a bowl and I'm going to do a circle here so that it looks like a sun in behind the windmill. Now I don't know if I'll do a complete circle or just half a circle and then possibly fade it, have it fading out. I'm not quite sure yet. But I figured this way it would just add that little pop of color and just fill in the top piece here so that it doesn't look so empty. Now the colors that I'll be using, these are Dollar Tree acrylic paints. I have vivid yellow and I also have pumpkin orange. I may add a little bit of white to this if I find the color is just too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and trace or draw that circle in, starting with a half circle first, and then see how I like it, and then I'll go ahead and fill it in with the paint. Okay guys, so here is my Dollar Tree welcome to our farmhouse sign, and I love how it fits in between my curtains above my window. Now please excuse the plastic on the window. We normally put this on during the winter just because we do get a lot of wind on this side of the house, just to make sure that we are not losing any heat, but we also hope to replace this window hopefully in the spring or summer. But I love how it looks. I think that the addition of that sun behind the windmill just really adds that nice pop of color. The walls in here right now are a very pale yellow, so I think it goes really nicely. And I just think that the white on top of that yellow looks nice as well. So this is a very inexpensive sign that you can put together from the Dollar Tree, and I think it adds a little bit more farmhouse to this area. Well guys, just a simple little project. I do want to say that from here on out, I pretty much will be staying at home. I won't be going to any Dollar Trees, but I do have a lot of supplies that I've purchased in the past, many of which you still can get at the Dollar Tree. So a lot of the projects that I do, if you have those items on hand as well, you should be able to get them done. And if not, then I'm sure you can always substitute with something else that you may have and get the project done just the same. So I hope that you are all keeping safe and well and healthy, and I hope that you enjoyed this simple Dollar Tree DIY. I hope that it adds a little bit of sunshine to your day. As you can see here, it's pretty gloomy. We have more rain and not very much sun. So I just decided to add it to my sign to remind us of hopefully better and brighter days ahead. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share the video if you can, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you did. As always, you guys take care of yourselves, and I hope to catch you in my next video. Bye-bye.